fourth grade. So I've been in glasses for as long as I can remember, honestly. And even if I didn't have to wear it, like I used to try to put on contacts and it just never felt the same. Like I was just like, nah, I don't like this.
I'm
So
not
I've
I'm
been a
not
glasses guy my whole
disciplined
life. So
enough.
you think about contacts at all?
Nah, I'm not disciplined enough. And it's only one eye. So essentially, so my right eye has all the prescription, the other one has nothing. So
Okay. Oh, that's
yeah.
weird. So you could
Yep.
cover one eye and still see fine.
Yeah, it's funny because when I when I can't do anything, I'll like squint my right eye and then everything focuses. I should have known then.
Yeah. Well, what started for me is I'm getting old because my glasses now have to get thicker and thicker. Is when I realized that I have to make my text bigger on my phones. So when that happens, I'm like, all right, I'm old now. Cause like I'm looking at I listen to podcasts a lot on Spotify. And when I look at the print, I'll be like, yo, I can't really read this. Like, so even the
Same
glasses
here,
I'm
man.
wearing, I think what they do is they force you to be so dependent on them that you'll start to kind of lose vision, you know. So it'll just get worse from here. Is basically what I'm just trying to tell you
Thanks,
as a
thanks for
as a
giving me
glasses
that
guy.
positive outlook. I
Oh yeah, no
appreciate
doubt.
you.
You ever see old people like this? You ever see people like this?
I have a buddy that, we do a lot of hobbies together. And when we're putting stuff together, he has glasses. He'll do this move, he'll pull the glasses down, and then he'll like
Oh yeah, there's the
get
glasses
real
down
close.
move. Yeah, so it's like when you get the extreme close up, you can't pull it off. But yeah, man. So anyway, I didn't come here to just clown you about wearing glasses because
It's
we
all
all do
good.
it. But the other elephant in the room is that, and I'll just be fully transparent with the people who may be watching. You got an email today, did you not?
Yeah, we got an email, man. The boys
So,
at
so tell us about this email. What you get?
so
What did you get?
well, excuse me, I submitted. It was spearheaded from me because the greatest of all time, my co-host with the mostest, Megaran, and me have this podcast. You guys might know, get a sticker, get some,
You'll get a sticker. Get a sticker.
get something. So we were successful at what was it? It was BlurredCon. We had a
Yes.
very successful panel,
Yes,
and I
indeed.
was like, "Yo, let's keep it moving. Let's go to MagFest."
Yeah.
And they hit us with the denial. I even think this denial was like just cookie cutter. So behind the scenes, I'm like, "Yo, Ran, you need to start basing on
Do
people. Tell
I
them
need
who
to
you
do
are."
something? So apparently it was my fault. Like I guess I should
No,
have.
not your fault. Because come on, man. It's like a couple of people know me because of you, but MagFest don't know who the hell I am.
Do you feel like we would have more success if I put in the application?
I think, regardless of that, I'm the paperwork guy.
If that's
So
the truth about this, I just wanted to hear you say it because if you think that's the truth, then that's bogus. That's a flaw on their side as well.
yeah, I'm the
Because
paperwork guy, but I think they know you and you know people, and I just randomly just want to float a CD by
hey,
certain people are plugged in. Just certain
look,
people.
man, the brand is
You
the
know,
yo. The brand is the brand. The X
I
Pod
got
strong brand. It has been a highly ranked podcast on
you. Yeah,
iTunes, places where people get podcasts. We're partnered with a very powerful network. Shout out to Geekscape. Um, granted, we've been off because the show's been off. So we've been taking some time off. We reloading, you know what I'm saying? Marcos has been very carefully studying Bo's OnlyFans for
yep,
new
yep,
content.
100% new content, baby. You
You know what
gotta
I'm saying? So
you
he's
miss
been
all the shots
carefully watching and
that you don't take.
rewatching and zooming in and everything to make sure he gets every piece of content that
Why you
comes
think I
from
got
that.
the glasses?
So yeah, we're on a bit of a hiatus, but mainly because the show is. But the point is that the podcast live has gone well. The podcast in the recorded form has gone well. So we decided, hey man, I'll be at Mag, you'll be at Mag. It would be cool if we could do a live podcasts at Mag. And
Mhm.
and no, they gave us the stiff arm. I'm gonna read it. I'm not gonna like share the photo, but it feels very a little cookie cutter. Marcos, thanks for submitting your panel, XPod 97 live at MagFest for Mag 2025. MagFest is growing and changing every year. And due to our time and space constraints, we have to decline the majority of submissions that we receive, including many that we wish we could accept. Unfortunately, we did not have enough space in our schedule this year to accommodate your panel. Finally, we encourage you to post about meetups where you can join with your people to talk about these topics. In addition, we encourage you to check out the Soapbox as an experimental space we're trying out this year where anyone can sign up, first come, first serve, for a few minutes on stage to present a topic of choice. Finally, as always, we encourage you to please apply again next year. Blah, 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 MagFest Panels Department. Well, to that I say, boo on you,
Oh,
MagFest. Now, granted, I'm not saying like I expect, you know, superstar treatment from MagFest. Like it is rare that you get everything you want in this world. So I get that. You know, nothing is guaranteed, nothing is promised, nothing like that. But I also got another one of these emails earlier today about our wrestling panel.
mhm,
So we did a wrestling panel, and I think last 2 years. This last year I wasn't there, but my boy Lord Zay did it. So we normally do a wrestling panel where we did wrestling theme music, like a tournament to see what wrestling theme music would win.
mhm.
Great panel, went really well. The next year, hey, what's up, Mr. Right Way? Um, so the panel was declined this year. I had another person, a wrestler. I haven't actually checked in with them, but I had an actual wrestler hit me up asking if they should apply for a panel. And I wonder if they got in. So now it's making me want to message that wrestler and see if maybe, you know, I accidentally put somebody in my own spot. You know what I'm saying? I do
You
not
worked
know if
yourself
that
into a
happened.
shoot.
I might have worked myself into a shoot. Um, I don't know. But in fact, I'm going to send them a message just to see what's up. And while I send them a message, um, I want to talk about a quick hot take on the internet right now. There's a few hot
Shit.
takes going around, but our boy Kaz, God bless him. I feel like Kaz's job at his podcast is strictly hot take guy because he kind of does one every week where he be like, all right, y'all. I'm just saying, I'm not saying like, but I know you're gonna be mad at me. But
But
yo,
I'm saying,
but I'm saying, I shouldn't say it, but I'm saying. And then he hits you with a hot take. This week was a semi warm take. Shout out to G1 K Fabe.
kayfabe,
Um,
baby.
so he said many years from now in the future, when Mercedes Monet decides to go back to WWE after this contract is up, and maybe next one, that she will be received in the same way that Cody Rhodes was. She'll be the biggest thing ever when she comes back. What do you think? And at this point, I don't know
Ah,
what her deal is, but that's to me at least 5-6 years from now.
I don't
So
know, man. Like, I, she's in her 30s, right?
I don't know. How old is Mercedes?
Like, we can easily look at it based on age.
She's
I don't know,
32.
man. She's 32. How many women besides the two Hall of Famers do this? You
Do
know,
this?
like come back late in their career. Think about it. Like think about
I mean, they all
Trish
come
did
back,
it
right?
and Lita did it, but I'm talking about a sustained run. So we're thinking like Mickey James age, right?
Right.
Mickey's last WWE comeback that ended poorly. In
Not
terms
on
of
any fault of her own.
yeah, it
She
ended
went to
poorly.
Impact
Like
and started killing it. So to be fair, she did
yeah,
another
yeah,
what
no,
year
no.
or
But
two
when
in
I'm saying
Impact.
it ended poorly, as in WWE really messed up. It was a PR nightmare the way that they let her go and all that stuff. I say she had a good run. Now, maybe I think she'll get more along the lines of. I'm trying to think of who made a big return after leaving. I don't think it'll be Cody. I think I'm trying to think. I think it'll be along the lines of Christian.
Christian. Okay. Well, wow. I don't know if I was really watching during Christian's comeback because I think I caught Christian's second comeback, which was the Royal Rumble,
Nah.
and he didn't really do much there. But he did come back as like Final Four in the Rumble and then was gone. He didn't he wasn't signed apparently. He just was like a one-off type of deal. So
Or you know what? To make it even better, Batista.
okay. I'm gonna just say your video is frozen as it normally is, but
because you know, as you said, I come from a potato. Apparently,
your internet.
I don't know what's
the
going
IT
on.
guy has bad internet, but it's fine. So anyway, G1 says he would prefer her to not go back. Honestly, I feel like that doesn't really. I think, like I said, it's a warm take because. Duh, like who comes back and just gets booed? I think when people come back, they get welcomed for the most part. Like you come back, you get cheered. Naomi came back, got cheered. Like it was, why would they not cheer her if she came back? But saying she's going to become the face of the company when she comes back at close to 40 is, I don't know. I mean, it's a bit of a stretch to me, but you know, how old is Cody? Cody is almost 40. So
yeah, but you gotta hold on. Let's talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
I love and respect Cass, friend of the pod, as people say, or whatever the show. But you know what? Just so I don't distract you, I'm gonna turn off my camera for a second. So
okay.
So check this out. Cody was never a main eventer in WWE before he came back.
Correct.
Mercedes was. She already did a bunch of milestones. She already held the women's title.
Correct.
Like, you know what I mean? Like she already had that run. She arguably
she already main evented Mania. Like she did everything. So to bring her back, yeah, you know what? I might actually disagree completely with Kaz here because she's already had those heights. Like you can't even put her in a position with Cody. Cody wasn't already a Mania main eventer.
And then on top of that, Cody didn't even sniff world title. He didn't even get those, like, you know, gender world title shots. Like, you know what I mean? Like those, like, oh, I'm gonna see you this pay-per-view and then obviously lose. Like, he was nowhere near it. He had the IC belt. You know what I mean? And I don't know if she has anything left. And then on top of that, it's disrespectful for the women's roster. Like there's so many people that are over right now.
And Mercedes is eyeballing her right straight to her face. Oh, Julia came on the knee.
Is that her current feud right now?
Oh, Lance, Julia.
No, this is old.
And come here. Actually, I need a little translation because she needs to understand this.
Dang. All right, okay, that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
she told Scott.
Yeah, the slap was not great, but that wasn't her fault.
No, Mercedes shrugs her off.
See, it's
up on the shoulder.
This is.
Center of the ring. That might be it.
All right. I didn't want to bring this in as like I'm not a fan, but her finisher is kind of leaves a little bit to be desired. But I just saw that as a message from Zach Bruno. She would probably go back to the bank statement, you know, things that she did in WWE, you know.
But she turned the bank statement into arguably the biggest setup move in the history of AEW. Like, okay, does anybody know what Shawn Michaels' finisher was before the super kick? Because the super kick was his setup for it.
No, was it a suplex?
Yeah, it was a side suplex.
Okay.
That was his finisher. Like, you know what I mean? And then somebody said, "Yo, what are you doing?"
like, nah.
Keep super kicking. Like,
I think some people felt like it wasn't like they felt like the super kick wasn't believable, but I think it's way more believable for a little guy to be doing that type of move to people.
Yeah, so, like he could do it to Yokozuna. Like, you know what I mean? He could do it to anybody. Like,
right. Man. All right, wait, let me look at it. Teardrop suplex.
MARCOS to seize. Here it comes. Side suplex. I know that's fast here. Take it down.
Oh, come on. I mean,
Shawn Michaels with Chico Martinez. Devastating.
I mean, sometimes, with a heavier guy, it looks really dominant.
All over everything.
But it's like an angle slam.
Is it? He's just like, I'm sorry. He's grabbing a double handful of stack.
Grabbing some junk. You grab some junk.
This one is it.
You get
the junk grab is what
makes it effective, and you go for it.
But look out! This one's not over yet.
Handful thrown over you.
Hey man, you get a handful.
What's amazing about what a mere thing is, Monsoon?
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
It's not. It's no. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not. Like when people take it pretty well, it looks good. But I mean, come on, it's just a back body drop.
It's basically you just take a handful of junk. You said it right, you know. First of all, we should watch pay-per-views in this language.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
It's like a signature. It's a signature, not a finisher. Yeah, I don't feel like it was a super dominant move, but anyway, I think that it was a good move. Moving on to the super kick. So back to the lecture at hand. People, I don't know why this is obviously a WWE fandom question because this is straight fan fiction. She's in the first year of a huge contract. So
yeah, and it's not the NBA.
She's not about to demand a trade tomorrow and come to like it's not gonna happen. So this is some serious fan fiction to start thinking about what she's gonna do when she comes back after all the bumps, all the feuds, all the whatever she's gonna have to go through between AEW and
new WWE superstars that are gonna leave WWE to go to AEW. You know,
right? So it's super fan fiction to think about what's going to happen when it could be 6-7 years from now. Like who knows? So to me, I don't even think it's worth entertaining, but I thought it was interesting. What is also been interesting is the never-ending saga of Rey Fenix. Have you heard anything about this?
Yeah, man, I don't know. His tweets, instead of answering anything, just give more questions. And it's like, what is going on here? And then it's like, you can't speculate either way because we're getting so minimal story that everything is speculated. You got people like Uncle Dave is like, well, this is what's happening, but then, that wasn't part of the plan.
Yeah, it was a plan until like it wasn't the plan. It was the plan. Yeah. Also, they haven't been promoting Mercedes match. That's interesting too. I feel like, I really thought Mercedes coming over was about to be a game-changing move. I don't know if their production style really benefits her, and so therefore it hasn't really worked out. Just like, man, did I show you that I want to look at that one again? That Cody.
Hold on.
What?
I'm gonna leave the studio and come back because this is annoying me. I have a ton of speed. I don't know why this is doing this now. So give me a quick second.
All right.
I'll join you right back.
Well, I'm gonna put on the CM Punk, the basically the promo that a lot of people feel like changed the game when Cody went to when he talked and he mentioned the pipe bomb in a promo in AEW. And you get that fixed up. We're working on it. All right. Cody Rhodes held nothing back. All right. He held nothing back.
Addresses in
Listen
the
to this
history
crowd. Listen to this crowd. Listen to this crowd.
From that last match about a man who once sat on a stage just like that, looked in a ring just like this, and he gave one of the most important addresses in the history of our sport. It inspired thousands of would-be wrestlers. It mobilized literally millions of fans. It was the first hint of a revolution. I am talking about CM Punk and the pipe bomb. Someone told me to save this promo, but I honestly don't know if I'm going to get the chance, so I'm going to do it now. In that interview, that was the first whip
Bit of foreshadowing there.
of a revolution. He laid out a roadmap. He listed things that for him, for somebody like me, were taboo at the time. Things like going to New Japan Pro Wrestling, working with Ring of Honor. And ultimately, he would talk about teaming with the Young Bucks. As destiny would have it, as fate would have it, he was unable to do those things, but he would join he would have been.
Dog, can you believe this? This is 2 years ago. The crowd does not want to hear a single word that Cody Rhodes is saying. Yo, this is insane.
Eventually wind up here in what Pro Wrestling Illustrated called the comeback of the year. But if we're being honest with one another, and I
What's up, Dom?
all the CM Punk shirts, it is the comeback of the decade. We are all living it. We are all loving it.
Okay, so just a review because I don't remember what happened. Okay, so clearly when he's cutting this promo, Punk is in AEW, right?
Really?
Is he? Or this is before he came back?
I thought they never crossed paths. I thought one was gone.
You could be right. Okay, so Punk wasn't actually in AEW. Punk was in limbo or whatever. He just thought this was a good time to mention this for whatever reason.
But in his absence, in the void that CM Punk left behind, somebody did do each and every one of those things. I did them. I harried every
This is going to be the Cody heel promo in WWE word for word
ounce of anti-monopoly
because nobody watched this.
sentiment on my shoulders. I held
So
every
you saying he could go bar for bar?
in my hand.
Yep.
And each
Wear
and
the
every
same
one of
suit?
you
Hell,
cheered.
bring the same title out.
Why not?
You want to ask why I won't turn heel? It's because you cheered me when I needed the most. When it says there is more than one royal family in wrestling, I am talking about me and all of us.
That's Cap. He's talking about him and his dad.
Yeah.
I don't even think he means Dustin.
I mean, he did a really good job of turning this crowd because the crowd did not care about nothing he was saying. Nice tie, by the way. But they didn't care about nothing. And he turned them. I was just listening to John Bradshaw Layfield talking about John Cena. And he was just saying how like Cena's the GOAT because he was able to take crowds that were 50-50, hated him, loved him, and then cut a promo, and he would always win them over. And he was like, I don't think anybody else could do that as much and as good as Cena did. And I'm like, he's got a point. He's got a point.
I'm on the Cena train. I
I
am gonna
might
buy
have to
my
admit
Cena
he's the
shirt.
GOAT.
Royal Rumble, I feel like he's gonna pop up, and if that's still in the plan, I'm gonna pull up with a Cena shirt, orange, purple, whatever fruity pebble color that they drop it. I'm gonna rock it.
I ain't mad at that.
People talk about the forbidden door. It's a proper noun. It's vernacular. But if you are an industry journalist who covers what we do and you disagree with anything that I say here tonight, you're not a journalist. As this generation likes to say, check the receipts, check the dates. Before there was a forbidden door, I was the one who built it.
He's not lying.
Tell me when he's telling lies.
Bullet Club, arguably the reason they got famous in the States.
And I am gone. I'm gone for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And I see that the Young Bucks last week in the opening segment almost started the Wednesday Night Wars all over again. And listen, I know Red Dragon graduated hip toss class with flying colors, but I don't need to see the Bucks beat the developmental more than once. And then my friend, my Trelawney-like friend in Ricky Starks, my real-life friend, gets into a tiff with Jay Lethal. Word to the wise, the lethal injection is the one cutter in the business that people don't kick out of. Avoid, avoid, avoid. And then one of the most talented wrestlers on the planet that you're going to see later, Malachi Black. A guy who hung 2 losses on my name, and everybody knows I hate to lose. A man who needed no help, added insult to injury by getting help in the form of just this size and speed and strength. And I know we're not in the business of renaming people like Gunnar McGillibuddy or whatever the hell it is. But not just speed and strength, balls. Because if you come to AEW and you call yourself Brody, you've got balls. And I'll let you find out in 8 years what a mistake that was when that kid shows up. But speaking of Brody, speaking of Darby, of Miro, and of the TNT champion, Sammy Guevara. These are men, a lineage, a legacy of champions who taught you what you had been taught against. Everyone had been conditioned for 20 years that any title that doesn't have the world in it is a secondary belt. But we don't have secondary belts. The only way it's secondary is because right now, there's 2.
Who had the,
He's
who
really
had
trying.
the other?
Okay. What? Oh, so him and what happened? Oh, he got hurt, and then he just decided to come back with his belt. But Sammy Guevara had the real one. I don't know. It was, how to
It was a passionate promo. I give him that.
It was like Cody sold every match like it was the world heavyweight title at WrestleMania, and it didn't always call for that, but that's just the passion he had, and it got old over there because he was doing it a little too often, I think.
Like with
and it's just not that type of
the boy from England. That was when I was like, this might be a little bit too much.
Yeah, he's fighting to do a go-go and was like, this is for my kid who's biracial. And we're like, what? It's just a match, my guy.
By a guy that came out of your developmental, right?
I mean, he was trying to put him over. Like that's what he tried to do. He's like, I'm gonna make this dude feel like this is a big deal. Like this is a threat on our freedom. It's like, bro, it's just a match. It's just a match, bro. Like I haven't seen Anthony in a go-go since, which sucks because I did his music. But anyway,
Oh, so you oh man.
Yeah, anytime I do somebody's music, it's like the kiss of death. They kind of
Don't
vanish.
say that because somebody will believe it.
I did King Woods, and they got a good 2 weeks out of that. Yeah. Oh, I think I remember Shaunica when he cut the Agogo promo. I think I remember seeing you in the crowd. They were like,
was she the only one interested?
no, they were just looking. They were looking for black people. Nah,
Oh,
I
damn.
don't want to say that. But that's just my stupid. I don't think that's true. But they were like, wait, is somebody into this? Wait. Oh, there's a black woman into it. Okay, zoom in on her immediately.
Yeah, hold on. We don't want AEW guests dropping off our stream. So Rand's opinions are only Rand's opinions.
It's like, wait, she's feeling it. All right, yo, zoom in on her immediately. Yes, right now. If you got to rewind 12 seconds, because she was clapping. She was clapping. Go back and
she turned into the Undertaker guy.
Yeah. Yeah. So he did it too much. Like he kind of pulled out the trump card a little too much. But it's crazy because if he cuts this promo in WWE, it's legendary. It's right next to the pipe bomb.
Because he basically it's about passion. A lot of people keep forgetting it's about passion. Yeah, that was a funny comment. The cameraman has his own dedication to diversity.
I think he could cut this promo. I mean, he can move some words around. He probably wouldn't shout out CM Punk, but he can move this whole thing, this whole promo around and cut that as a heel and kill it. Yeah, today while I was putting up the Christmas lights, I was listening to Something to Wrestle with Bruce Pritchard, and he has Bradshaw on there now.
Mm-hmm.
And so
like as a guest host, or
that's like his guy now, like because Bruce Pritchard can't do it. So Bradshaw is like his second. So Conrad and Bradshaw, and they just pick topics and just go in. So I was like, I don't know if I like Bradshaw, blah blah blah. But I realized I didn't like JBL the character, and I wasn't supposed to like JBL the character. And so
even as an announcer, he said we weren't supposed to like him.
No, well, no, I don't think he said that. But he was just saying, when you're a good heel, you don't say you're a good heel. You know what I'm saying? You just do it. And once you say you're a good heel, you're kind of killing the business. And he was like, the good heels you're not supposed to like him. You're not supposed to go want a t-shirt. You're not supposed to be like, oh, he's doing great heel work. You're supposed to hate his guts. And when he had that feud with Eddie, like I hated his guts. You know what I'm saying? So, and he was like, a lot of that was real heat. Like he was like, yo, I don't know if we're going to make it out of here. Like doing the stuff he was doing.
Especially, I assume when he did it like in Latin markets.
Yeah. Like it was very risky. You know what I'm saying? But that's what you got to do. So he was like, I was just there to put John Cena in the position where he was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? But like, I wasn't supposed to get myself over or nothing great. They gave him 11 minutes for a WrestleMania match. And he was like, I was supposed to just give the title to John. That's it. Like, it wasn't supposed to be no chance to shine, no 5-star match. It was supposed to be crown him. You know what I'm saying? And then
if we go back to those tapes, will Dave say that they just changed their mind?
On what?
On the 11 matches, and it wasn't supposed to be 5-star. Like, well, initially, it was supposed to be.
Then that's another thing. He reads, Conrad will read Dave Meltzer's answer, and he hated Bradshaw. So like every Meltzer report was like, this match sucked. JBL is terrible. Like, and so he says one quote, which was like, all right, this guy might be an idiot. He said, JBL and Cena wrestled, and I don't remember, it wasn't the Mania match, with some other one. This match was terrible. It was not a good match. But for some reason, the whole crowd was on their feet the whole time, and they enjoyed it. But you know what? Terrible match. And he's like, wait, he said that? Like, how? What? Terrible to who? Like, the whole building was on their feet, but it was a terrible match.
But
because
you know,
didn't like
guys that wear acid wash jeans, that demographic.
Snarky smart marks with fedoras would not like this match, but the 20,000 that was there, I mean, for some reason they all stood up. Whatever.
It was all digital back then, you know, in the early 2000s. WWE was using AI.
They created AI just for these moments. Like, but all they kept saying was, yeah, like Bradshaw sucks. He's so bad. And it was like, dang. And he was like, yo, I wasn't there to be great. I was there to be the foil for John Cena to be great. Like, that's it. Like, I need to be so evil. I need to get so much heat that you want this dude to get the title from me.
I mean, he got the entire ECW roster over. The way Paul Heyman went in on him on the ECW reunion.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And it was like, the only reason you got the belt is because Triple H is busy on Tuesdays.
Right. That was good. He was saying he's like, his only regret of that run was they kept the show so busy or so separate. Triple H was on Raw and fighting Batista while he was on SmackDown fighting Cena. He's like, I just wish that we would have, and I don't think anybody would have wanted to see it, but he was like, I just wish we could have got Triple H versus JBL like one time. And I'm like, I don't think anybody would have cared.
I know we definitely got Bradshaw versus Triple H.
Yeah, but you know, he was like one of the acolytes or something, so it wasn't like a big deal. But when he became a main eventer, guys like Triple H were far away from him.
I think my biggest the thing that I wish we would have gotten would have been Eddie and Shawn. That never happened on TV.
Yeah. Oh man, I would have loved that. Oh man, well, I think I got to run. I got to pick my kid up. We got swimming in 30 minutes.
All right, go.
All right.
We'll get back on this when I'm not on a potato.
Yes, he's still freezing. Shout out to Mr. Right Way. Go check out his interview.
Wonderful interview. That's our guy.
I checked it out. It was really good. So yeah, he did a lot more interviews out there as well. So yeah, I appreciate that and all the love. Thanks for popping in. I'll see y'all later. Deuces. Have a great day.
Peace.
And go follow us all on the socials. All right.
Yes.
Peace. Let me put we send the ending. I don't know. Do I have an ending video? Yeah, sure. Here we go. Boom. What up, y'all? It's